Next, crochet the chick's wings. Use the candy-colored yarn. Hold the yarn end with your right hand. Open your left hand. Wrap the yarn around your little finger. Wrap under and over your index finger. Form a loop between your middle finger and thumb. Hold the loop with your thumb. Take the crochet hook in your right hand. Insert the hook into the loop and make a magic ring. Crochet for single crochets in the first round. Insert the hook into the loop. Pull the yarn through the loop. Twist the hook. Pull the loop to the right length. Make it fit to hook widths. Pull the yarn again. This is the magic ring. After the magic ring, continue with 4 single crochets. Now I'll show you the single crochet. Hold the loop on the hook with your right hand. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through the loop. Now there are 2 loops on the hook. Make both loops the same height. Make the loops fit to hook widths. Pull the yarn again. Pull the yarn through both loops. The first single crochet is done. You can see a V shape. That's the first stitch. Place a marker. Crochet for single crochets. Insert the hook into the loop and pull the yarn. Pull the yarn again. That's 2 stitches. Insert the hook into the loop and pull the yarn. Pull the yarn again. 3 stitches. Now you have 4 stitches. Count from the side. For single crochets, the first round is done. Now pull the yarn end tight. After tightening, slip stitch the last stitch to the first. Make it a circle. Place the yarn end below, then insert the hook into the marked stitch. which is the first stitch. Insert into the first stitch, slip stitch. Pull the yarn through the loop. Pull it through again. This completes the slip stitch between the last and first stitch. The circle is formed. The first round of the wing is done. Next, start the second round with a chain stitch. After the chain stitch, crochet for increases in the second round. After the second round, there will be 8 stitches. Remove the marker. The marker is at the first stitch. Insert the hook into the loop. Pull the yarn through. Pull the yarn again. That's a single crochet. Insert the hook into the same stitch. Pull the yarn through. Pull the yarn again. 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. That's an increase. Mark the first single crochet. Good, now 1 increase is done. Continue with the second increase. The third increase. The fourth increase. After finishing, there will be 8 stitches in this round. Count from the marker. There are 8 stitches. The second round is done. Insert the hook into the first stitch. Insert into the first stitch and slip stitch. The piece is now uneven. There's a hole. Now let's distinguish the front and back of the piece. The side with horizontal lines is the back side. The inside is the front side. So, turn the piece inside out. The side with many V-shapes is the front. See? Many V-shapes. Each V-shape represents a single crochet. The side with V-shapes is the right side. The other side is the wrong side. So, crochet with the right side. The second round is complete. Now the third round. Alright. Before starting the third round, insert the hook into the loop. Crochet a chain stitch for the third round. Remove the marker, it's at the first stitch. Insert the hook here. For the third round, flatten the piece. Flatten the small oval. There are 8 stitches, divided into 2 sides when flattened. For stitches on this side, for stitches on the other side. Align these for stitches. All 4 stitches aligned. Hide the yarn end inside. Or cut it if it's too long. Hide the remaining yarn end inside. After flattening, align the 4 stitches on each side. Align the first stitch with the first. Align the second stitch. Align the third stitch. Align the fourth stitch. Start crocheting after aligning. Crochet 8 single crochets in the third round. The first stitch is where the marker is. This is where to insert the hook for the first stitch of the third round. Start crocheting the first single crochet here. After the first single crochet, it forms a V. Place a marker on the first single crochet. Crochet the second stitch. Third stitch. Fourth stitch. Fifth stitch. Sixth stitch. Seventh stitch. Eighth stitch. Now 8 stitches are done. Do a slip stitch. You might wonder why there are V's left after 8 stitches. The remaining 2 V's are not to be crocheted. The first V is the slip stitch from the previous round. Remember, the second V is the chain stitch of the third round. Neither slip stitches nor chain stitches are counted in the stitch count. They just mark the beginning and end of the round. So, they are not counted in the stitch count. We finished the 8th stitch. Now start the slip stitch to the first stitch. Insert the hook, pull the yarn through. Pull it through the loop again. Now the third round's 8 stitches are done. Now remove the marker. This is where to insert the hook next. First, make a chain stitch for the fourth round. Then remove the marker. For the final round, flatten and align the piece. After the final round, there are 8 stitches. For stitches on this side, for stitches on the other side. After flattening, align 2 stitches at a time. First 2, middle 2, next 2, last 2. Align them in pairs. When crocheting, pass through both stitches at once. Crochet through both stitches at once. Start the 4th round now. After flattening, crochet for single crochets. First, insert the hook into the first stitch. Pass through the entire stitch. Crochet a single crochet. Insert into the second stitch. Pass through completely. Crochet the second single crochet. Continue. Pull the yarn, crochet the third single crochet. Fourth single crochet. After the 4th single crochet, you're done. Crochet a chain stitch here. Fasten off the piece. Pull the yarn end long for sewing onto the chick's body. One wing of the chick is done. Make 2. Next, crochet the second wing. Start with a magic ring. First, crochet a chain stitch, then for single crochets. Find the first stitch and slip stitch. Chain stitch for the second round. Crochet for increases. Now both wings are done.